Hello and welcome to the SaturdayMP show, episode number 44, being recorded mostly live May 6th, 2024. This is a show about shipping secure, high-quality software faster. And today we're going to be part 4, and I think the final part, at least, for the initial upgrade of this application called Migrator. So if you want, you can go back and watch the previous videos. There's actually a playlist now about upgrading Migrator. So it's a lot of videos to watch. So yeah, so go ahead and watch those previous ones. But basically, Migrator is like a Ruby on Rails migration application I created a while ago, many years ago, because nothing really existed at the time. That basically just runs SQL scripts in a folder and keeps track of the ones that it's run already on your database. So when you do a release, that adds a new field or a new column or something like that to a database. You can link your database migration with your source code changes and kind of make it part of your release cycle. So, and I've been working on a client that I originally wrote Migrator. Well, I wrote it open source a long time ago, but I also wrote it when I was working on this client project many years ago, some 20 some odd years ago. And now I'm back on that client project, and we're kind of keeping this old application alive that's 20 years old. And we had to do, well, we just did a UAT release the other day. It had database change. We had to run it manually, and we forgot at first to run it. So anyway, I'm trying to get this application up and running again so that we can use it for this client application when we do releases. Because the client application, they were originally planning on getting rid of this 20-year-old app, not Migrator, but this other application. But it's not going anywhere anytime soon. And they keep putting more data into it, which means it might live even longer than they initially planned. So anyway, we're trying to get this Migrator application working again. Because the application's sold, we don't really have... There might be other tools, but it's all set up to use Migrator right now. And this is kind of just an excuse for me to update this app. So we'll try that. And then, I don't know if we'll end up using Migrator or not. We might end up, like I said, using some other third-party app. But we really don't have any... it's a .NET application, this client application, but we don't have any... what the heck's it called for .NET again? Not Hibernate, entity framework or anything like that set up for it because it didn't exist at the time. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I just wanted to get this up and running so people who watch previous videos, I upgraded to the same version of .NET that they're kind of using all over in this client platform, the .NET framework, and hopefully, and I removed a dependency and having SQL Server installed, so hopefully we can use this application. So anyway, go watch the previous ones. I guess too, my name is Chris, so I'm your host. If you can find me on GitHub is Mr. Big Red there. A couple other ad thingies is MentorCon is coming up. So if you're watching this video before May 16th, 2024, or maybe you're watching in the future, maybe you're watching this in the future, MentorCon's every year, usually sometime in May. You should come join MentorCon. I'm helping organize it this year, so it's a 1 year, or one year, it lasts a whole year. No, it's a 1 day virtual event, so the tickets are kind of pay what you want, so there's a free version, and then there's a recommended donation if you can afford it, so come check out MentorCon. I'll be there. I'm not speaking or presenting or anything, but you could see some of the speakers who I've worked with in the past, or... oh no, where's the schedule? We need a schedule here. There we are. There's a schedule. So there's some people that I work with and chat with on a regular basis, and some people I've never met before. So it should be good. And it's also an open conference. So if you don't like any of the existing, at least these talks, from 1 to 3 Eastern time, you can submit your own for it because it's part of an unconference. So anyway, go check out MentorCon. Also, if you're watching this before May 14th, the weekly dev chat in real life is going to be at Edmonton Unlimited. So if you're in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada area on or around that time, come join me. I'll be hosting the weekly dev chat, and it looks like the Linux group will be there that night. So if you don't want the weekly dev chat, you can go check out the Edmonton Linux group. And I don't know anything about this Augmented World Expo, so I'm excited. I've met the Linux group people before, but I don't know what this Augmented World Expo, so I'm kind of excited to meet them and see what they have to say. So yeah, so if you're in the Edmonton region, again, this is a free event. There's Pizza Pop, all the stuff. You can just click, you got to register on Luma here. And then, of course, weekly dev chat is every Tuesday at 12 p.m. So this is a in real life version that we try to host once a month for the weekly dev chat. But every Tuesday at noon Mountain Time, we host a virtual chat. So feel free to join us for that. We mostly just talk about software and web development and different topics. So, all right, I think that's it for the ad thingies for now. So, all right. So last time we got, oh yeah, ChatGPT. Last time we got everything up and running, like the upgrade worked and we were able to run the GUI. So we finally did the upgrade, and part of the problem, we fought for a couple, I think the first video was okay, and then the second and third one, we were trying to figure out why upgrading the SQL Management Objects and the .NET Framework wasn't working. It would work some of the time, but it wouldn't work with the old Windows Form GUI that I had set up. So it turned out we needed to install the, where is it? Yeah, we installed the, is this the right one? I think we installed the, oh, that's the test app, sorry. There's the GUI. We installed the SMO objects right into the GUI, even though like theoretically the GUI references the Migrator project, and the Migrator project has reference to the SMO objects, but for whatever reason it required the GUI, because it's an old Forms application. There was some issues with it not working. It wasn't able to find certain DLL. So we just linked it directly. Now everything seems to work. So we're just going to validate that. But all the tests don't fail. So this video, we're going to go through. Oh yeah, then we get this SNI DLL not found. So this video, I think we'll go through and we'll fix the tests. Is what we'll do, and I think we'll clean up any of these dependencies because there's a whole bunch in there now. So I think we'll try to use ReSharper to clean up some of these dependencies. So, and then we'll call it good, I think, for upgrading. If you want to see more Migrator, because I got to add some more stuff, like I have to check that we haven't really checked that the console works or anything. Oh, we have a console library too. Oh, interesting. Mostly we've just been testing with that the GUI works. And there's a bunch of other fixes that we have to do. So if you want to keep seeing these videos, just let me know in the comments below or shoot me an email to ask@SaturdayMP.com. Otherwise, I might move on to something else. Because once this is working, client work's been really busy. So I'll probably just jump right back into client work and try and integrate this as part of our release process. Because I think the console will work for doing basic migrations. So, okay, so first of all, let's bring up the tests. So a couple things. We need to get our Docker container running. So let's do that. Oh, right. I keep putting exclamation mark at the end and not exclamation mark. What did I put for my app configs? Okay, I do have the exclamation mark on there. Okay. So we'll get this up and running. Where's my terminal window? So that looks good. There, we'll have a version of SQL to run our tests on now. And then if we go here, so two of them are failing, and that's mostly because I'm now testing with the latest version of, when I originally wrote this, it was for SQL 2016, I think was the latest version I tested on. And now we're up to, what did I put? 2022? Yeah. So I think when I generate the schema, they're just coming back in a different order for some reason. So I think that's why these tests are failing. But we'll fix those tests up. It should be good. So let's run those and just make sure that the two of them just fail. Only two of those still fail, because everything else passes, which is great. All the migrations and everything. And then once we get all these passing, then we'll run the GUI here just real quick just to make sure it still works. Oh, I didn't bring up data grip. Let's do that. Data grip. Because I'll have to create a database and then just run the kind of GUI in there. Yeah, okay, those two failed. The schema, it's all fine. Okay, I don't know why that's coming up. See if that database still exists or not. I think when I dropped a Docker container, it might have saved. I don't think I removed it, so it probably still exists. The one I was using for the GUI testing. No, looks like it's gone. Yeah, I haven't set it up to put the data in a volume or anything like that. So, yeah, maybe it might be next video. Like this last couple of months have been really busy with client work, which is good because I was really slow before. But so I'll try and keep this video short, and then maybe next video maybe that's what I'll do. I'll set up the proper Docker files and stuff like that to run because right now I'm just kind of manually running the run command. Oh, it's taken forever. All right, there we go. So let's create a new database. We called it, I think last time, Migrator app. Migrator app. Okay. And then we just need to make sure that this exists. Okay, cool. Okay, so now we should have that with the one table. Under DBO table, schema migrations, perfect. Just with one column, the version. Okay, so now if we go here, let's just run the GUI. For those who watched the last video, I like to do this just to make sure everything still works. Oh, it's Migrator app. Right, so these are some other fixes I need to do. I need to find a way to set these variables outside of the app config. It's got to be some sort of like environment file or something we can use. I kind of switched to doing Ruby on Rails development for the last several years, so now I'm back in the .NET ecosystem. I don't remember everything. Desktop, repos, Migrator. I think we just created a migrations folder, yeah. So there we go. And then okay. So let's try to run the migrations. I think there's just one migration that should just create a table in there. Like it's basically this. Right, and if we point it to this, yeah, like it looks like it should run. So let's run Migrator. Boom. Oh, dang it. Oh, is it lowercase p? Is that what Okay, there we go. Cool. So it found the one migration file, it loaded it, applied it, and it should be all done. So now if we go look in the database here, if we refresh this, 2 tables, there's our customers table with the columns. Great, awesome. So it's, yeah, basically, it's not fancy like a lot of the other migration scripts now where you can write kind of pseudocode and it gets translated into various languages. This one just executes raw SQL. It's not that fancy. It's a pretty simple migration tool. And now we can also generate a schema file. So our schema currently looks like this. Sure, use SQL Server. So let's generate one here, and it should include that the new customer table. So let's see what happens. Okay, so that all looks good. Right, awesome. Right, so it's got the schema. There's the list of migrations that we've done. Here's the new table. Okay, So that all looks good. Cool. Okay, so that all works. I'm happy with that. We committed everything last time, I think. Let's double check. Yeah, there's a couple things we didn't update the README, and we don't want to commit these two things. I've just been kind of manually ignoring them for now. And the README, I was just putting notes in there. So, okay, so let's stop you. Let's just close all these tabs. All right, so the first thing, let's get these tests passing. The which ones are failing? The schema test, right? Success. How are we doing? Are we comparing it to? Oh, okay. So there's my expected. Okay, so I load the schema, this schema here. So it looks like I create, yeah, okay. So the test should create a couple tables, some migrations, a view, another view, creates a stored procedure. Basically, I think it just creates a bunch of different objects that I want to pull from it. Contact insert. Okay. So now we run this test. Let's run those. Or let's take a look at the tests. Right, it's just basically going to fail. Man, my spelling was atrocious back in the day. So, obviously, back in the day, the IDs didn't have spell checking in for comments and stuff like that. So, oh, that's rough. So, yeah, okay, so it looks like before comparing the files, remove all the blank lines. And is it what we expect? And the expected text, again, looks like this. So, select star where object ID. Yeah, so it's replacing the views. That's interesting. So there must be a new table or something when it pulls from sys views. Or, no, expected sys objects. Okay, I wonder if we could get, how can we get this more information? I need to know exactly where it's failing. So yeah, we just delete the old one, generate the new schema, read in the results and the expected, and then compare them. Index 1432. Can I search for that in here? I guess not. Okay, so we expected sys objects, but it was a view. Oh, there is a sys views here. Yeah, it must have come back in a different order, because how does that schema... I thought I tried to do a little... I had to do some... we went to SQL one. That was my idea, to be able to create schemas for different databases, but only ever got SQL Server. So when we do the schema migration. Right, so we pass in kind of some high-level objects that we want, or high-level options. Then we get all the objects, and then we'll start with user-defined tables, then the tables. User-defined functions, views, stored procedures. Oh, right, because there was a dependency track. So yeah, it's in SQL 2005. The order it generated all these objects, like when it created the file, they wouldn't necessarily be in the correct order for dependency. So if it might try to create a stored procedure before the table that stored procedure reference existed, and same with the view or something. So I would do this manual dependency, which is probably, I think, when generating some of the SQL script for larger databases would take a while, and I think that's why, because this order, I would go, I think it was just like a basically, yeah, like a like compare. just kind of a real, yeah, it's like you'll get false positives if names are the same or whatever, and then I would just sort them in the right list, in the right order. Yeah, and then just move them in the list. Okay. Oh, look at all this, like this horrible spelling. Oh. Scripter. Okay. That's not migration, no migration. Oh, okay. Yeah, so lots of other things I need to fix in this. Functions, geez. Okay, but okay, getting back to our original problem. So that's how do we, oh, can I see, do I write them out? Maybe I'll just write out both of these files. Let's just do that for now. So file dot write all texture. Oh, what's the order? The path. So I need the path first. So let's put this as I don't know. Just call it expected. Sure. And then yeah. Okay, so let's just run one of these tests because I think both of them use the same method. So let's run this test. Let's see if we get some output. Then we can just look at the two files and see where they're different. All right, cool. So they still both failed. I think because I didn't put any paths in there, I'm assuming this is going to end up in the bin folder. I actually don't know where the working folder is. Cancel. I don't want to move that. Oh, what's my base directory? Oh, the current test directory. Oh, yeah, I wonder where it dumped. Wonder where it dumped all that. Wonder where it dumped these files. What did I call it again? Expected schema. Yeah, I don't see it here. Oh, there's that SNI that I had trouble loading. Okay. I guess we should put this base directory here. Okay, let's try that. Oh, no. Oh, that's wrong. This is what I wanted here and here. All right, there. Let's try that one instead. Do I need to? Now, would it dump it in the bin folder, or? That's where I'm assuming it would dump it. Oh, I guess we'll just do this. Console.write line. Give me this. Oh yeah, bin debug expected schema. Just doesn't refresh the refresh the thing. Okay, let's actually good old Visual Studio Code. It's one of the things I really hate about, I guess hate's a strong word, but one of the things that really bugs me about is this the right folder? Migrator, yeah, source. About solution, like even Writer has that problem where you just want to see all the files in the folder and they just won't show up because it's so based on that solution file. So Migrator test bin, it says it's showing up in here, right? Or did I have that path? Did I look at that path wrong? Source Migrator test bin debug, yeah. Yeah, okay, there it is. So here's the expected one. And there should be the result one. I need the both to show up. Let's double click. Okay, and then we can split left or whatever, doesn't matter. So that's the result, so we need the expected here. Okay. So that's all good. All right, so down to line 48 is good. Okay, so here, this one's the result. This one has sys views in it. Okay, so I need to change this guy. Oh, yeah, it's putting the view first. Oh, interesting. Okay. Okay, so just reordered, yeah, because there's a view down here. Okay, so just reorder this. So what I'll do is I'll just take this, I think, as my expected for now. And we'll just assume that we'll set out those tests, I think, to always run on SQL 2022. So if we go to the GUI tests, no, not the GUI, the Migrator tests, the schema, I know it's always trying to be helpful, but I wish it SQL 2016. It's not just Microsoft SQL Server. There we go. Good. Don't need a data source. Can I just make you go away? No, just leave. Okay, so just put that in there, and then let's compare what the differences are. This one. Okay, I guess there's some slight formatting differences, it looks like. Yeah, there's the big one. So now, if we have that file there, we should be able to run all. Let's go here. I'll just comment this out. Oops. Like so. And then let's just run all these schema tests. Let's see if they just pass. Oh, they still fail. Oh, we got the tabs in there now. Expected, but was. Oh, interesting. So why don't I have... Oh, this must have gotten rid of the tabs when I copied and pasted it, maybe. So, okay, I'll just take a quick, this one. Yeah, if we ignore it, yeah, so it's gotta be tabs versus spaces thing going on here. Main address UDT. Is that right at the beginning? Let's see. Main address. As table. Oops, what is it? This one has, oops. Oh yeah, and then a tab on the new, yeah, this got the tab there. But wait, isn't that, they both filled the same thing? Yeah. But I copied the result, did I not? Yeah, result schema. Okay, well maybe let's just do this. Copy. We'll cut and paste. We'll just copy the file because maybe there's some translation going on there. Oops. So let's paste, and then let's delete you, and then let's rename. There we go. Okay, that looks better. Yeah, I must have translated some of the spaces and tabs incorrectly. Okay, so now we just have the new, it put that view. But wait, did it create, so this view, okay, it did create it, like it did create the address table first, because that will definitely fail if you don't have the address table. Interesting that it put the view like right after it. Down below, it looks like it created all the tables first and then created the views, the old versions of SQL Server. Or maybe this one just lumps everything together, like here's your table and everything that gets created off of it. Is that the way it works? Yeah, contacts is right after. Maybe. Okay. Okay, let's run this. Dang it. Expected without, it's like losing that tab. Is my comparison? How am I comparing these? Oh, we're doing some replacing here. Is that messing it up? Okay, for some reason SQL will always put one extra new line after it writes the stored proc. Okay, maybe I don't need to do this anymore. Well, we have to, I guess we could set up tests for each one, but let's, or for different versions of SQL. That's probably what I should do in the long run, but for now, let's just get it running with 2022. No. I guess it does still put the new line at the end. Expected, but was. And okay, well, let's look at the oh, we're not writing out the results anymore. Let's do that again. Oh, man, every time I think it's going to be a quick video, it never is. Okay. That's fine. Yeah, there's that extra line. Oh, that's really interesting and really annoying. Yeah, because I stopped doing that because if you'd run the schema, it'd put a line in there, and then you would generate the schema, put an extra line, and then it just kept growing and growing. Okay, so I still need to have this in here. Maybe my regex is not great. So, what is a multi-line? Replacing, I think I just want, so that's probably what's screwing up the tab thing, because it's saying anything after the tab, but I want it just like blanks at the end. Okay, so I have to figure out how this works again. Okay, let's go .NET regex tester. Sure. Multi-line. 0 matches found. Oh, interesting. Really? Okay, I did find a match. There's an empty one. Let's run this once more. Oh, now it passes. Okay. Oh, did I not run it with the... Oh, I don't know anymore. Okay, okay. I must not have ran it after I copied the new one in there. Okay, so the test passed. That's great. So that... Yeah, they just moved the schema migration table around. Oh, but we did remove blank lines inside. Oh, we don't want to do that. Oh, it's such a pain. Okay. put a blank line. And we run the generate the schema. It puts a and then we create the database with the schema. It puts a blank line, and then we regenerate. It puts a second blank line, and it would just keep growing and growing. So I just want. I don't want to remove those though. Because the old one didn't have tabs in it. So maybe I don't. I just want one blank line. So right, if I have this. A, B, C, D. Okay, so what happens if I have a space there? Will it still replace it? Well, maybe I should change this to only find the end and the go. Okay, so maybe I should change this to replace. So we use a script. Oh, now I'm really confused. Oh. Okay, so yeah, like what we'd really just want is we want the expected. Okay, well, let's just let's just get the result and spit it out and just copy that over there. And then not do this at all. Let's change our test. So let's not do this. Boom. Don't want to remove any of that. And we just want the result to be the same. Okay, so run this. That should write out those two files. We'll just copy it again, and whatever the result is, that's what we're going to use. Okay, failed. Fantastic. RN, yeah, there's an extra one in there. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so let's just take this, copy. To Migrator tests. We just delete that. Boom. Okay. Maybe when I was writing these tests it was for different SQL versions or something. I don't know. Okay. So now let's just try running this one. Like it's gotta pass, right? Unless the comparison has something to do with Unicode versus not Unicode. Oh, right, because I think we generate the schema with the same file. Oh, okay. Right, oh, okay, so we generate the schema with that file. It's going to have that extra go in there. Oh, right. Okay, so we use this schema to generate the... Right, so annoying. Yeah, okay, that was a problem. Right, we use the schema, which I said before, we use the schema to generate the database, but then it adds this blank line in here between the end and the go. And then when we regenerate the schema, for some reason it puts another second blank line in there. That's super annoying. And it'll put an extra blank line in there. So actually the result is what's the best way to clean that up? We just have we're looking for end and then go, and then the replacement is just end /r/n go / We don't have to do anything with the expected. We just... Oh, I guess we should change expected one? No. Expected. But we found 3 of them. Oh, or that, or maybe I should just change this. So scripter, how does that write things out? New server. How do I know where this is getting? Oh, I must set it up here somewhere. Oh, there's the file name. Well, let's SQL SMO objects extra line in go end. Huh. Do I just change a schema file to remove those? Is there a... is there a line? I'm just guessing now. I don't know why I didn't have the dependencies on there. Append to file. Oh, what's the best way to fix this? Right, so if I find anything that ends and then go and then replace it like okay, let's try that. That does not appear to be working, so all right, let's go back here. Boom. And then let's put there we go. Okay. Right. Okay. Do I just remove all the blank lines? I don't want to remove all. I guess I could remove all the blank lines. Do I just go back to what I had? Would this just remove all the blank lines? There's a dollar sign. Right. this. All right, so I'm going to do multi-line. Well, we can change that to whatever. Just the very end. Oh, okay. Regex and line. Oh, end of the string or before the /n. Okay, so I just want it at the beginning, I think. So, okay, let's, so annoying. Regex, okay. Please create .NET regex that finds blank lines that only have a return on them. All right, let's see if that works. Oh, okay. We could try it. Doesn't seem to be working. At least not in this tester here. Multi-line? What are they? Isn't this just an empty line? Where's an empty line? Let's try this. .NET regex. Matches a new line. You can use for this. Every character except /n. Add an S modifier to your S means string, as strings is a single line. Well, okay, we could even, maybe we don't even need to use regex. Equals, so if we just replaced, I don't want to replace all of them. Right, I need to match that new line. So, but it doesn't match anchors. Must occur at the end of the string or before the /n. Or before the /n at the end of the input string. Oh, so maybe I could just have it as empty. Did that work? Oh, okay, that looks like it might work. That'll get rid of all the empty lines. Okay, let's try that one. Oh, did I have this single line? Oh, multi-line. Okay, good. Check mark, check mark, check mark, because I have to get to do another stuff. Oh, I got a meeting coming up here too. Ah! Oh, put a bunch of ends. How? Oh, that's so annoying. Oh, man. Should I just do /n after? Oh, okay, maybe that's it. Okay, okay. There, I guess this turned out to be a little bit of a regex one. So the other thing to watch, I guess, the reason I keep, for those who don't know, different, there's different implementations of regex. That's why we want to use the .NET one, which, if I remember correctly, can be somewhat different from other regex. Oops, I don't want you there. Which can be somewhat different than other regex matchers. So when you're searching, like if you're using a specific implementation, like from a library or something, try to find that JavaScript one. Oh, that's great. Okay, let's just run them all, and then maybe we'll just call this good, because yeah. Oh, I should remove this. Let's get rid of those blank empty lines there. Well, we didn't get a chance to actually clean up these. Yeah, maybe there'll be another one. These dependencies. I was going to try and clean those up, but okay, great. They're all passing. All those ones passed. Fantastic. Let's call it good for now. All right, so let's commit these two. Stage file, stage file. Fix the failing schema generation tests. Boom. Great. Well, thank you. I guess thank you all for watching. Hopefully it's going to be a quick video, but it turned out to be quite long. Thank you again, everyone. Your time is very important, so I hope you found this interesting. You can leave me feedback in the comments below, or send an email to ask@SaturdayMP.com. You can also, if you found this useful, share it, like it with others so that they can find it. It's, it makes me feel good if you like it, but it also really helps with the algorithm. So when people are searching for upgrades or just kind of coding examples, or they want live coding, it would make it easier for them to find this one. If you really like what you see and you want to throw some money my way, you can go to the SaturdayMP GitHub account and become a sponsor. And then if there's I don't have any rewards for these tiers yet, but if you pick a tier, you can shoot me an email and let me know what you would think would be excellent for that tier, like something in the README or release notes, or a shout out in the video, or something else. Give me a shout. That would be great. So anyway, I hope you have a great day, and I will catch you next week. Take care. Bye.